Hey everyone, I'm Big John and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. This week coming to you from my RV. So this week I want to talk to you about stroller tips. Now, as we all know, there are many families come to Disney with little tykes and they usually sometimes they don't walk yet, so sometimes it's best that they're in strollers rather than having dads give piggyback rides all day in the parks. So, as of a few years ago, none of those 8 feet wide strollers, because those take up too much of the traffic in the parks, and so they're just requiring the stationary strollers which usually holds 1 to 2 kids. And for those kids who actually want to try walking, you can park the stroller in various areas of the parks, mainly the right behind Prince Charming's Carousel in Fantasyland. So if you bring a stroller to the parks, make sure it still gives kids independence and it doesn't take up too much of the space, because everyone's got to walk too, you know. So anyway, that's my tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, as many of you may know, my favorite hotel at Walt Disney World is the Art of Animation. And it is one of the best hotels on property, in my opinion. And there's so many great things about it. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 things about Art of Animation. Number 5, the music. And when I first stepped foot in that hotel in 2013, and I instantly heard Ashley Tisdale's version of Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid, I was immediately hooked, because the music in the lobby and around the resort fits the theme of the Art of Animation and the movies it represents. And of course, music is one of the headstones of Disney. Number 4, the landscapes of flavor. Now, this is one of the best quick service areas that's not in the park. And it is so well themed, so many great food options for families. And TV screens all over the place to keep the kids distracted while you eat. And it's a nice, friendly atmosphere. Number 3, the theming. Now, of course, Art of Animation is themed to 4 of Disney and Pixar's greatest films of all time: Cars, Little Mermaid, Lion King, and Finding Nemo. And the 4 sections fit the themes of those movies. And you get all these lifelike character statues and that portray scenes from the movies, which I think is pretty cool. Number 2, the pools. Now, this hotel has 3 pools. There's the Little Mermaid pool, specifically like for little kids or something. There's the main pool in the Nemo courtyard, which used to have music underneath, but they took that out a couple years ago because it was a bit of a safety hazard. And of course, my favorite pool, the quiet pool in the Cars section, for those who want to get away from the noise from the Nemo section. And while we're staying near the Cars pool, my number one thing is the Cars suites. Now, we've done the Cars family suite 3 times. We did Nemo once, but of course, Cars, will always be the best because it is far away from the hustle and bustle of the main crowds in the Nemo section, and it's just a nice place to just relax. I think the car section is the most relaxing, and since it's right next to the lobby, you can easily get to your bus or your car if you're driving to a park, and it's one of my favorites. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you've ever stayed at the Art of Animation Resort. So, with summer just around the corner, Disney has announced that at their 4th of July fireworks, an American concert in the sky or something like that, is coming back this summer. It hasn't been around for the past 2 years. Obviously, 2020, the parks wouldn't reopen for another 11 days back in that year. Last year, they didn't do it because they just brought back Happily Ever After, which no longer exists. But I'm glad that they're bringing back the 4th of July fireworks because it is summer, and of course, 4th of July is one of the biggest holidays at Walt Disney World, especially at Magic Kingdom. And it is beautiful. I've seen videos of the 4th of July fireworks in the past. It is beautiful. I've never seen it myself personally, but I think it is one of the best holiday fireworks shows they've ever done. I'm glad they're bringing it back. Sad I'll be probably missing it by a week or 2, but it is a great capstone to our nation's birthday. So anyway, that's this week's show. As I said, let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets in a future episode. For this week's shoutouts, make sure you guys check out my buddy Michael over at Mousepiration. His not-so-late-night Mousepiration talk show returns May 29th at 8:30, right before Memorial Day. Make sure you check him out. Also, make sure you check him and my other buddy, Mark Valentine, on the Diz Live podcast. They do a live show on Monday on YouTube at 7:30, along with the guy from Disney Fanatics. So make sure you check that out. Also, make sure you check out Matt and Goo over at Goo to You. They do great live streams from the parks each and every week. Also, my friend Julie, her Facebook group, Dream to Stream, she does great live streams from the parks whenever she can. And for the latest Walt Disney World news and gossip, make sure you guys check out WDW Magazine. If you have not subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And tap the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.